Hello, everybody. It's Hall of Famer Tim Brown, and you're watching the SAGU Sports Network.
And welcome back. Get ready for part 2 of the doubleheader tonight between your SAGU Lions and the Oklahoma Panhandle State University. They are in town here at Waxahachie, Texas, on the campus of Southwestern Assemblies of God University. And it's going to be a barn burner tonight. Along my side is Kerry Woodson. Kerry, say something to the crowd.
Hello, everybody. Again, it is another night, another good night for basketball.
And it's always a good night for basketball. This is coming off the first game tonight, a heartbreaker that the Lady Lions lost. But what a great game, and OPSU played fantastic. And I expect nothing different in this game because we're coming in here with the leading point scorer in the nation.
When you have somebody averaging right at 25 points a game, and then it's not just him, you have 4 others that are averaging in double figures.
It's going to be a fun night. And they get, as you told me, you did some good research today. They shoot almost half. Think about this. Almost half of their shot attempts will be from three-point tonight, and that's a lot of fun. That's always something fun to watch.
Yeah, they're going to be coming down and firing it up, that's for sure.
Right now, we're going to go down courtside with our very own Kristen Urban talking to Coach Delton Deal.
Thanks, Sean. Coach Deal, you're coming off 3 road wins. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, you know, that was the best I think we've played together as a group. They're just, guys are buying in, and we're just having fun and just letting our joy carry us out and trying to play our best basketball at the end of the year.
What's it going to take to defeat OPSU tonight?
They're dynamic scorers. They really score the ball. We're going to have to defend at a high level. We're going to have to move the ball and attack them and, you know, just have fun.
Thanks, Coach Deal, and good luck tonight. Back to you, John.
Thanks, Kristen. Coach Dill said it. They've got to step up in defense tonight. If anything's been the nemesis as of late for these Lions, it has been a weakness that they've shown on defense. And that has always really been the calling card. Defense turns into offense. And they've struggled on both ends of the floor, but defensively, just not quite at the level that we've seen them, but they are starting to track on the upward. And that's a good sign for Coach Dill and his club. There you see the Sooner Athletic Conference men's basketball standings. SAGU sitting in at 6th all alone, but they can't afford to drop one because anything can happen. You see there, 9 and 10 could win the next couple of games and potentially be right there. So SAGU has still got some work left to do. And top 8 go to the first round of the conference tournament, and that's really, you got to get a chance. If you can get a chance, you know you can do something special. And 1 through 11 in this conference is just amazing. Anybody can win on any night. That we've seen it all year long. If it were to happen tonight or right now, that is what the brackets would look like in the Sooner Athletic Conference. And just we'll revisit that as we get to the end of the game, and we know we can pronounce a winner. We'll restat that for you. But that's always fun. It is tournament. It's getting down. We're very close to March Madness. I sense a little bit of fever in the air. If you love basketball, you know that March is the greatest month of the year.
You live for that month.
All right, we're going to go down courtside right now to the pregame festivities, the opening prayer, national anthem, and starting lineups.
Officials, everyone involved in this game, protect them from all injury and all harm. Lord, we love you, and we ask that you guide us on our ways back home as well. It's in Jesus' name I pray. Amen.
Oh, sweet can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight. Oh, the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming,
And now the starting lineups for the Aggies. At guard, senior number 24, Bremen Alexander. At guard, senior number 12, Alan Hodge Jr. At guard, junior number 3, Khalid Edwards. At forward, junior number 10, Patish Oker. And at forward, junior number 13, Jaden Whitefield. And coach is Aaron Coombs. And now the starting lineups for your SAGU Lions. At guard, sophomore number 3, Cameron Hill. At guard, freshman number 5, Nicholas Mason. At guard, sophomore number 10, Josh Kashima. At guard, junior number 12, Mitchell McMullen. And at forward, junior number 21, Darian Davis. And coaches Milton Gill, assistant coaches are Leonard Epps and Blake Cochran.
And there you have it, the starting lineups for both teams. The Aggies come in there with a conference record of 9-10, and your Lions are 11-9. Aggies have missed a game due to some weather, got postponed, so they're a half a game back. So technically only 1.5 game behind the Lions. This is a must-win situation for them so that they can get back into contention for the playoffs.
And just what you would expect their first shot to be a 3.
Absolutely. It would probably be a crime if they didn't.
And there's a little turnaround jumper on the block.
That's Darian Davis. There it is.
Passed up the inside.
Shooting 50% from 3 already.
Had the almost little gimme inside and kicked it out for the open 3.
That was Khalid Edwards. Cameron Hill, no good from three-point land. Bad pass. Nicholas Mason started that steal. Mitchell McMullen got it. Darian Davis. Oh,
Good.
great pass by.
Slip that.
The Cashman delivers to Darian Davis. 4 straight points for Mr. Davis. Very nice jumper.
Bremen Alexander.
Mitchell McMullen a little long on, that goes off. Cam Hill get a great offensive rebound there. Dribbled it off his foot. Aggies ball.
And Mitchell McMullen fresh off of the game-winning 3 last game.
That's another missed 3. by Barris Ulker. Their rebounding giant. Great pass. Back from Davis to Kashila. Looks like they have, in their traveling uniforms, a little bit of discrepancy in some of the numbers. So we'll try to get you some updated information on names for the Aggies. Edwards brings the ball up. And that's a great shot there by Jaden Whitfield. Nick Mason rips the offensive rebound out of Wooden's hands. That's going to be out of bounds on the Aggies. Not sure who number 12 is just yet. If you're watching, you can tweet at us at SAGU Sports Net or on Facebook. Let us know. There is no number 12 on the roster. .24 with the rebound. I think that's Alexander. Another three-point shot. Ulker tips it out, goes to the Lions. Lions come down. McMullen charges, gets in.
Nice dish.
Great dish. McMullen to Darian Davis. Davis playing great offensive.
Drew the defense to him on the baseline and then left Davis wide open for the little lay-in.
Davis has 6 points already. Oh, Ulker gets that one to drop underneath. That was a good look, good pass in. Ulker pushed off to get open. No call. Nicholas Mason driving, going in. They're going to count the two. Look at this.
And one.
He's just hard to handle.
So athletic. He can just take that contact and then still get up and get the shot in.
In and out on the free throw. Missed layup by Whitfield. Cam Hill doing work, misses the first one, gets his own rebound, tips it back in. That shot is off. Easy rebound for Mason. Kashila changes hands, uses the left side of the glass, makes it look easy. Lions up 13-10.
They're doing it, taking the ball to the hole more often than not.
The Aggies elect to take a 30-second timeout.
I think the coach is wanting to discuss how are we going to play that defense.
What is our defensive position? A lot of lanes wide open, so we're seeing the Lions take advantage of that with some easy drives to the basket. And Nicholas Mason, Kashila, Cam Hill, all slashers and more than willing to go to the glass to get their points.
It's like their scouting report, OPSU scouting report on the Lions was like guard the three-point line, and they're really guarding the perimeter, but the Lions are more than willing to just go ahead and take what the defense is giving them and drive it in.
Olker gets it down low. It's going to get fouled by Nicholas Mason. It's a good power move by the big man.
And the first foul on the Lions tonight.
Olker averages 15 points a game and 8 rebounds a game.
Yeah, they have a very balanced team. I mean, everybody looks at Alexander and sees his 25 points a game, but it's not just him. They have a solid 5, that can carry the scoring load at any moment.
Top 5, definitely double digits, well into the double digits. Good ball movement around the perimeter. Kashila misses. Boaz Williams gets it. Nicholas Mason gets it, misses his attempt. Kashila gets the 4th offensive rebound and converts. Smooth shot, but doesn't go in. Kashila brings it up. Mason sees the opportunity to go around. Olker does. Olker, in desperation, creates a lot of contact here. Drives Mason out of bounds, but he's going to be in the active shooting, so that's going to be, nope. They actually ruled that on the ground, so no shots for Mason. Good pump fake, but very bad attempt. That was an air ball off the glass from 3-point for Kashila. Nice jumper. I believe that is going to be Al Hodge. Down to Mason. Mason trying to make it work, and he's going to get 2 free ones out of that. That is against, again, we don't have a name for that number. We can only assume. Could be Ellis, could be Alexander.
On the line, Nicholas Mason.
But tonight he's number 12.
Number 12, yeah.
Olker with the rebound. Oh, good move. Very persistent, handling the ball up top. Just kept working to get his defender off balance.
McMullen kept staying with him there for a while, but just couldn't hang with him on about that 4th move.
McMullen goes and gets
Good
it.
save.
That should be a kick ball, and it is. It's Cameron McGee in the ball game. Okay, we have some updated roster numbers and names now. Number 12 is Hodge Jr. And 24 is Alexander. We still don't have a number for 3, so if you're out there and you want to help us out, who is number 3? Alexander with the ball, trying to make something happen. Very quick on his feet. Draws the foul. And that's going to be on the ground. That's going to go against Boaz Williams, the big man from South Texas. Oh, the entry pass goes a little wide, just misses Whitfield.
He was set up in position down low. The entry pass just a little bit wide, went off his fingertips, out of bounds.
We're told number 3 is Trey Bryant, not on any of our rosters. Boaz Williams gets it to go. Great low post move there. Shows how strong he is. Alexander gets McMullen to lean in, creates contact, and that foul is going to go on McMullen. McMullen's going to have a seat on the bench with his first foul. Cameron Hill comes in.
Well, what we thought was going to be a 3-point track meet has not
It's kind of
quite
mellowed
materialized
out.
a little
It's
bit.
mellowed out a little bit.
It's the Lions have done a lot inside.
There is a 3-point differential, if that makes you feel any better. Good cut back door there. Great entry pass. And that's going to be a foul on Al Hodge.
OPSU foul number 12, Alan Hodge. His second foul.
So far, the Lions are really winning the rebound battle right now, keeping those extra possessions.
And that's a nice jumper for Boaz Williams. Bryant doing his best curly kneel. Oh, great pass. And he
Great
misses
pass.
the short one. And a little bit of ridiculousness going on there for Cameron McGee.
He got kind of bailed out a little bit there, had an open outside shot and decided to take it in and
Fake behind the back and then create a little, I don't know, dip-a-did-do. And then he got fouled. He's going to shoot 2. Misses the first. Gets the second one after it uses all the rim. Bryant brings the ball up for the Aggies. Have a new man. Hoffman's in the game for the Aggies. Bryant misses the three-point attempt. Two low-post players in the same spot.
Yeah,
not what you want to see.
Quite the spacing I think they were supposed to have.
Boaz Williams with the brick.
And McGee with the rebound.
That's Cameron Hill.
Oh,
gets
Hill,
the
I'm sorry.
offensive rebound, misses the reverse layup, but Cameron McGee gets on the floor to tie up the loose ball. And that is going to stay with the Lions. Cash gets it to fall from the baseline. Good inbounds play. Lions up 8. Whitfield comes up short from the 3. Lions are running. Darian Davis dishes off to Boaz Williams. Williams tries a little up-the-do shot. Doesn't go. Three-point attempt by Alexander. Alexander growing frustrated, more frustrated with every miss. There's Cam Hill with another brick. Here comes Alexander setting up, trying to get his first 3 to fall, just not falling for him. Number 1 scorer in the land.
Hasn't quite found the range or the rhythm yet.
Only has 2 points for the night. Oh, good look by Darian Davis, and Boaz Williams converts.
So he has come in and been really effective off the bench.
They're trying to get Alexander going. There they go.
Coming off the screen, looking for the 3 first, but then just took it all the way to the basket.
That's what real scorers are able to do. They're able to just find the pocket where they can get it going, get some confidence, some rhythm. And they're going to him every time right now, trying to get him going. He's just a little bit off. It's kind of in and out, almost on every long distance shot for him. There's going to be a timeout called, full timeout by Coach Dill. Nope, he reverses it, says he wants a 30-second. Lions, 30-second timeout official in the books. Just not, you could tell a little bit of frustration, a little flatness for OPSU right now. They're not anywhere near to their being on track to their normal scoring routine. They average 85 points a game. And there you see the Sooner Athletic Conference score update across the land. You see MacU just getting started with Southwestern Christian College. Central Christian College up a little bit on Bacone. John Brown hosting Langston tonight. That'll be a good game. Davis saves it. Kobe Rice in for the first time. Darian Davis loses it. Bryant comes up with it. Alexander going to go in. He misses the layup. That was tipped, I believe, by Nicholas Mason. Cameron McGee shoots a long 2-point shot.
Which might be the first 3 the Lions have hit tonight.
That wasn't a 3.
Yeah, that's right. That was just a long 2.
He was standing on the line, though, just a few inches from that extra point. Hodge creates room. That's Ellis from the corner, trying to get the 3-point going. Both teams a little bit flat from the perimeter. Mason, good defense. And they're going to say that was off the foot of, and I believe that is the right call, off of Davis. And no good, another 3 in and out for the Aggies. Cameron McGee setting something up, gets the double team, gets it off the Rice. Good rotation by McMullen. Nicholas Mason misses the 3-point shot. And that goes off the hands of Darian Davis.
So it's like both teams are really so concerned with guarding the perimeter that I think it's affecting both teams. You know, these two, kind of high-scoring teams and ones that really focus on the 3-point shot a lot. They're just not really able to get it up and get comfortable with it.
That was a great pass by Ellis to Whitfield, but Whitfield couldn't handle it. Ends up going off of a SAGU player.
The second foul.
Actually, they're going to call that a foul. That's going to go on Mitchell McMullen. That will be his second foul for the first half. Whitfield, in and out.
So you wonder what OPSU's strategy will be when they feel like they've got a cold shooting night. And they're about a 36% shooting team from the 3-point line. Tonight, they're 23% so far.
Well, I think just if I were to call it by the stats that you see on paper, they live and die by the 3. So what you do is you shoot
you
more
just keep
threes.
on going.
If you shoot 50 a game tonight, you're going to need to shoot 60. Good looking shot by Cameron McGee, but it comes up short. Bit of a treacherous pass into Whitfield. Didn't give him much room to catch it. But it goes off a Lions player. Bryant gets the inbound pass. Trying to create some space. Cameron Hill forcing him on the baseline. Like it. Alexander short again on a 3. Darian Davis with a great baseline shot. He's got 8 in the first half. Another missed shot. That was Bryant. 4 Lions there to fight over the rebound. Cameron Hill comes out with it. Mason. Great pass to Kashila. Was so patient there, waiting for the play to develop. And Kashila moving without the ball. Got wide open. Allen Hodge misses the layup. McGee down to Mason. Mason sees Cameron Hill from wide open on three-point line. No good. Aggies get the rebound.
That was a great inside out, down inside and kick it out.
Ellis with a little Euro step floater clanks off the front of the rim. Both teams looking a little flat. Nicholas Mason with an easy in the paint shot. It's going to be the second timeout used by the Aggies. Looks like a full timeout. Lions up by 12. They're just a little less flat.
Yeah, well, they're taking higher percentage shots.
Absolutely, getting a lot of paint conversions.
Yeah, inside, kind of the forgotten mid-range game, some of those baseline jumpers. And OPSU is, as you said, they live and die by the three. So far, they're not doing as much living.
No, but anytime you got a team like that that is their calling card, you just keep chopping that tree. And the one thing about a three-point game is that when it is such a rhythm game, and if you do find the rhythm, it usually, when it rains, it pours.
Yeah, they might hit 10 in a row.
And the next thing you know, they can put 30 on you really quick. Some more update scores around the SAC. John Brown making easy work tonight. Oklahoma City looking very strong against USAO. Wesley and Wayland Baptist are slugging it out in Fort Worth tonight.
So Boaz on that switch then creates the mismatch down low, but then they were good to switch back and get back on their man.
Fast-paced game. Bad alley-oop. Goes out of bounds.
That'll be interesting if they do that switch again and they create that mismatch, or they go to that mismatch once they have created it. And here it comes again, the screen. He's going to switch off on him.
In and out again. That was Hoffman. Boaz Williams. No good on his three-point shot. There's a whistle. And that's going to be Josh Kashila must have pushed off.
Yeah, I think it was on the rebound. Yeah, he went in.
Hodge trying to make something happen. Short. Gets it back though. Left-handed layup is good. Moving the ball around. Mason, no good. Lions enjoying a 10-point lead, but that's really not going to be significant against a team like that, like OPSU, that can shoot the three.
Yeah, you just have to feel at some point in the second half coming, they're going to get that feel.
Yep.
You don't think they're going to be shooting 20% for the whole game.
Whitfield with a strong move inside. Great pass by Hodge. Whitfield converts and gets an and one. That foul goes against Boaz Williams. Whitfield hits it. There's 3. It's the old-fashioned
way.
And at the buzzer, Cameron McGee, no good. And that is your first half. Went by kind of fast, Kerry. And both teams struggling in their offense, their usual offense. Just 33 points for the Lions. And with an old-fashioned three-point play by Whitfield for the Aggies, cuts it to a 7-point lead. And our very own Kristen Urban, sideline reporter, is down by the Lions bench with one of the assistant coaches. And Kristen, what's going on with the Lions?
Thanks, Sean. Coach Cochran, SAGU was able to take the lead this first half. What are you going to do to prevent any kind of momentum shift in the second?
We got to do better on our ball screen defense. We got to go over on the shooters and under on the drivers. So they've missed some easy shots, and next half I don't think they're going to do that. They have some really good scorers. 4 of their top 14 players in the conference are on that team offensively.
What will you be telling your guys in the locker room?
We got to stay with this. We're up 33-26. This is last week of the season. The standings are crazy right now. We could jump up to 3rd, and then we could fall to 8th or 9th. So this is a big second half right here.
Thanks, Coach, and good luck. Back to you, John.
Thanks, Kristen and Coach Cochran. Well, you go into with a halftime lead of 7, and this is one of those odd situations where you've kind of controlled the whole game. You've had a good lead from 5 to 10 points, kind of back and forth. You've controlled the game, but you go in and you don't feel like you're winning because you just haven't played the kind of basketball you can play.
Yeah.
What do you tell your team in the locker room?
Yeah, you go in and you say, look, we haven't played well, but we're still ahead.
Yeah.
So we're starting the second half up 7. So as poorly as we have played, look, let's just go out there and play our game.
And I think the other question on the in the converse on the other side is if you're in the Aggies locker room and you've only scored 26 points in a half, that is really only 52 points in a game. That's more than 30 points less than your average. What are you thinking? Are you thinking you're going to rebound through this and it's going to come, or are you trying to come up with a new strategy that just says, hey, we got to play awesome defense in the second half, keep them from scoring. If we're not going to score, we got to keep them from scoring and just make this a possession game in which we just work our way back in it by working the paint.
Yeah, I think regardless, they know they're going to have to play strong defense. On a night when your shooting is off, you have to win it as a defensive battle.
Yeah.
And then hope that your shooting turns around. Depending on how, they've faced this at some point in the season before. They've had a cold shooting night. Mm-hmm. Do they just stick with their game plan coming in and their style, or do they make a halftime adjustment and say, maybe let's go a different direction and see?
Well, with a conference kind of a losing record right now, almost 500 record, they obviously have shown that maybe on their cold nights they don't actually.
And that's the difference. That is the difference.
And you've got to, you hope you're going to learn through that and find another way to win. But historically, not just this team tonight, historically, three-point shooting teams, heavy three-pointed shot teams do not actually play outside of that type
That's
of game.
their identity.
It is.
That's what they know. It's hard to change styles.
And it's a colloquialism, I guess. You live by the 3, you die by the 3. And you only shoot half your shots inside the arc. So not as much experience, could you say, that you're not used to scoring 2-point conversions.
But I think from their standpoint, they go in actually having to probably feel pretty good about themselves, only being down 7.
Yeah.
Because you think scoring 26 points in a game, that's probably 20 points less than what they might get score and a half many times. And so they can probably go in and take it, from a positive and say, it was one of our worst shooting halves of the whole season probably, but yet we're only 2 threes away from almost tying it up and being right back there.
That's true, and looks like they shot 3 of 16 in the first half, which is
18.75%.
Okay,
actually.
yep.
Not that I calculated that in my head, but I did find it on the screen there somewhere.
Technology. All right, guys, we'll be back in a short few minutes with some second half thoughts and some statistics from the first half. You're watching the SAGU Sports Network.
And we are back for the second half. What's up, John?
Well, I think that was a very interesting first half.
I think both teams can take solace in the fact that they're still in the game. Either team could have found themselves down 20 at this point.
Well, the bad news, it depends on how you see the glass, half full or half empty, but the bad news is that you shot 0% from the three-point line. 0 for 11 for the Lions.
That's not a good half for 3 points.
But they're not the team that lives and dies by the three, so they figured it out, and they figured out how to score without having to rely on the three-point shot, where OPSU is, they're struggling because they're used to that rhythm, that the way the game flows for them flows out of the three-point line. So it's going to be interesting to see what they come up with here in the second half to counteract maybe a poor shooting night. Aggies start off with the ball. Hodge looking, gets it to Alexander. And there's Whitfield.
And see, that was as a result of that screen. He ended up with Mitch McMullen on him down low, made that rebound that he just got very easy.
Olker gets a great offensive rebound there, gets it out. But it looks like the foul is going to go against Alexander for coming across off the ball. So that's a away from the ball foul.
So sometimes those switches on defense, they don't pay off immediately, but it can be just a few seconds later when you really benefit from that.
Here goes Nick Mason to the hole.
Probably should have gone ahead and put that up. He had the shot there.
Olker, 2 tries at it, gets the second one to go. Good offensive rebounding. Positioning is really good. Looks like they are going to try to get a little something going down low, and it's working.
Because what that will do, if they start scoring down low, then the Lions will have to start respecting that down low, opening up the outside shot.
And that's going to be on Nick Mason. That's his second foul for the game.
We got a tie game, MacU and Southwest Christian.
Waiting on the refs they're talking to the players down low. Not sure what's going on. One ref at the scorer's table trying to resolve the issue. Maybe something with the clock. People seem to be pointing at the clock. Okay, I see what they did. They it's only one team foul per team. They had it confused. It was 2-0. McMullen turns on the afterburners.
Good little hesitation and then fired to the hole.
2 very quick fouls on Alexander. That's not the way you want the early second half to go. They actually called that on
number 3. Yeah.
Number 3.
I'm sure OPSU will take that.
You better believe it. McMullen hits the second. He's got 2. Oker trying to work it down in the paint with a fadeaway. No good. Mason gets the rebound. And they're going to call that a jump ball. The quickness. From Edwards. Wow. What a play. McMullen short on his 3. SAGU still yet to convert a 3-point shot. Good help defense by Darian Davis. Hodge trying to make a way. Does not get the floater. But Oker gets the offensive rebound and the putback. Oker doing good work here in the second half. He's got 7 points. He is their 3rd leading scorer at 15 a game. Kashila didn't handle the pass.
Little hot potato going on. Good cut. Oh, just a little bit behind him on the pass.
And sees Alexander in the chase. McMullen with a defensive play.
That was good hustle to get back and then to knock it away without fouling.
McMullen showing that he does have some jets in those feet. Gets back. He was beat. Gets underneath and gets his hand solely on the ball. Great defense to stop the easy 2.
So far I agree with your analysis earlier. It looks like OPSU has changed their strategy just a little bit right now and going to go with, you see them making the cuts, going inside, and just see if they can get some positive results going on there.
Yeah, you got to find some way to counteract the bad. And they're going to at least experiment with some paint points. See if that can get the train rolling. Once you get the train rolling, that will pull the defense. SAGU has played some really good perimeter defense tonight.
Well, and the reason why I think they can afford to do that is that SAGU is not lighting it up from 3.
And you see here Edwards out top, quickly getting it down to Oker. So, again, still attacking the paint. And that was on Nicholas Mason. He's going to go sit down. He is a key for the SAGU offense. So it's not good to see him on the bench too much. Missed layup by Edwards. Cam Hill with a roundabout acrobatic layup.
I think he was trying to decide there for a second, do I pass or do I go ahead and put it up?
Whitfield. Oh, McMullen read that like a book. McMullen not looking for a shot. That's good defense by Oker. Oker's been the man for the Aggies this second half so far. Going down to Oker again, gets an easy put up.
And so you can tell that the Lions have kind of lost confidence in their 3-point shot right now because
you better believe it.
Had that Oh, and that's his shot. That's his game, is that corner three right there.
Yeah, he passed up 2 wide open threes, and the three has just not fallen. We've talked about how it's been bad for the Aggies, but it has been even worse for the Lions. And he's wide open here, passes it up to the trailing 4, gets it way back, tries a weak entry pass to Boaz Williams and Olker. In
his defense right there, he might have felt a little bit, because Olker, I think, was coming out on him. He might have thought, all right, I don't want to get this swatted right in my face.
Possibly. I think more of the lack of confidence from missing the last few may have had to do with him pulling out of that one. Cam Hill doing a lot of work. Boaz Williams said he's not scared, and he hits the Lions' first 3-point shot of this game. Very unlikely candidate.
Yeah, not the one that you would expect to bring you out of your 3-point shooting drought.
Whitfield passes up his 3 opportunity. Goes to Edwards. Edwards collects everybody on him. There's Alexander. He's now got 6. Good looking shot by Joshua Kashila. They're still going down to Olker. And he's been the man in the second half. You got to just keep feeding the beast, and that's going to go against Kashila. That's his second foul.
He's between scoring and kind of having the hot hand. He's drawing the fouls too, and getting some of the Lions. Those fouls are starting to add up.
Not a good pass to Whitfield, but Whitfield gets it to Allen Hodge, and Hodge converts a 2-point shot. That's going to be a foul on Whitfield. Boaz Williams. Just the two heavies down there going at each other.
I was going to say, Boaz, he's got the strength and muscle to kind of, bang down there.
But Whitfield said he would not be moved. Good free throw. And nothing but net on the second one. Hodge misses his three-point attempt. Here we go. The heavies going at each other again. That's a short shot by Boaz Williams. Decided to fade away.
Yeah, a little bit of the Dirk Nowitzki step back, fade away.
Things not going any right way for Alexander tonight. He just lost that one in midair.
I think the coach is looking a little exasperated, walking down his bench like, okay, who can I choose?
What do we do?
Yeah.
Olker still playing hard, gets the rebound. Good left-handed use. A little strong off the glass. No good. Darian Davis likes to shoot the three. Not sure
A little too soon. Nobody underneath to try and.
Not sure that Coach Dill likes him to shoot that three, especially that quick.
Yeah, that was early in the shot clock, and no teammates down low to maybe get the rebound.
Whitfield off again. Cameron McGee on the top. Boaz Williams shoot another three, in and out. Oker gets another rebound. And Whitfield gets the easy two. He's got 9 tonight.
And again, much differently than what we were expected. You weren't thinking OPSU's bigs would be the ones keeping them in the game tonight.
Not at all. Buzz Williams trying to have a conversation with the ref down low while OPSU runs their fast break, converts. Hodge converts his 2 and gets an and 1 scenario.
So all of a sudden, we could be looking at a 3-point game.
Looks like Hodge pleading with himself, urging himself on to make this. And it was long.
Guess he should have pleaded a little more. That didn't work.
The number 2 scorer on this team, just not finding it. It's not often that your top 3 or 4 scorers are going to all have a bad night on the same night.
Yeah, because again, when you look at how many of them are averaging double figures, you would
5.
think, okay, Alexander,
of them.
Alexander having maybe an off night, but the others, would usually
Pick it up.
and pick up that slack.
Absolutely. Oh, good look. Nice.
Good offensive rebound and put back.
For the whole team. That was Mason that finally made the conversion. Alexander still not able to get anything going. Down to Kobe Rice. Rice with a baby hook. Oker gets another rebound. Is this Groundhog Day? I feel like this is kind of, we're in a loop. And there's Edwards. Scoring from the foul line. Cam Hill tried to make a quick shot out of it. Couldn't get it going. Alexander got off balance, gets it out to Hodge. Hodge hits a 3 in the corner.
And
Don't look now, but the Aggies are back in the game. That's a timeout.
Yes.
And that is going to be a charge to the Aggies. He's asking for a full, and they are going to give it to him. That's a full timeout.
I'm sure Coach Deal doesn't mind that at all.
Actually, they charged that to I see him now pointing to the Lions, and that is why the coach for the Aggies was asking, is it a full? And
well, that's what I was wondering, because I knew normally that would be a SAGU timeout, wanting to break that momentum. If I was OPSU, I would say that I wouldn't stop that at all. Just keep going. So I was going to be surprised that it was them.
So it is official. It was a full timeout assessed to the Lions. They both teams now have 3 timeouts left in this game. There you see some score updates MacU, only up 2 at Southwestern Christian in Oklahoma. Texas Wesleyan trying to upset Wayland Baptist. That would be a big upset. Langston not finding any offense in Arkansas tonight. And OKC just doing good work, trying to end out their season on a high note. Back here in the Schaefer Center.
Let's see what Coach Deal decides to do. They've been going down low as well with Boaz and all, so we'll see if they want to keep going inside or are they going to try and see if they can get an outside game going.
Darian Davis takes a wild shot off balance. No good. Olker gets it at the top. That's off. Hodge. Ellis comes in. Tries to save it, but gives it right to the Lions. Darian Davis comes down, runs the floor very well. And converts with authority.
So that's how you reward your big guy for running down the court. Yeah, I think I'll take that shot any day.
Alexander misses another 3, but Olker gets another rebound. Olker's got 11 points, and I know a lot more rebounds.
In fact, he has 9 or 10 rebounds, it looks like.
Darian Davis, they're going to hit him with a warning because he tried to play soccer with the basketball after it came through the net. Watch, this is funny. He gets the roll, and then he heads it. The next one will be a technical foul. Good looking shot by Edwards. Keeping it tight. Cam Hill just going strong to the hole, using his strength and power to get through the double team there.
Looks like they called it on the floor.
Yep.
It's not going to be a shooting foul.
Definitely on the floor.
But it looks like now the Lions are being close to being in the bonus now.
Cam Hill trying to make things happen, and he does. Oh, good look. A great little teardrop pass by Edwards to Whitfield.
That was great anticipation of where his guy, leading his guy where he needed to go.
And it was coming in real soft. Whitfield was able to take it in stride and make a pretty score out of it. And that's going to be a charge. Edwards was there before Mason. Don't look now, but Mason's in foul trouble. He's got 4. Still 8 minutes left in the game. McMullen's going to come in for him.
He's going to go sit for a while. Even though Mason hasn't been scoring a lot, he's still so critical to just the movement of the offense.
Keeps it alive, always in the play somewhere around the basket. And OPSU doing a little mop-up duty for the Lions. McMullen playing good defense. And then the Lions helped out. They get a good steal off of Alexander.
Oh, good. That was a really good play. McMullen going in there to keep the ball alive.
You see it here, McMullen just crashes so hard, knocks the ball loose, gets it to Davis, and Davis converts, and he's going to get an old-fashioned three-point try. He does not dribble. No rhythm dribbles for Davis. Clanks that one off the front of the rim. Oh, Hodge had him. Elected not to take the three. Can't say that I blame him tonight. Teardrop. Cam Hill to Kashila. Kashila down to Davis. Davis hits a cutting Cam Hill. Cam Hill great with the left hand. Converts. McMullen trying to play a little extra pressure on the inbounds. Cam Hill gets a steal. Tosses it up to Davis. Davis back to Hill. And that's a little mini run, 6-point run for the Lions, creating a 7-point deficit.
That was a great reaction by Davis on the missed alley-oop. I think it was intended to be an alley-oop to him, and so he just was able to retrieve it and send it right back for the other lay-in. So yeah, the Lions needed that little run.
And you see the Aggies coach very animated, trying to get his team to respond and play defense. Telling them that they were so close. Now they're letting it slip away. Doesn't matter if you're shooting bad. If you play defense, you can keep yourself in the game. And they proved that to themselves, got themselves right back in this game, held it for a few minutes at 1-point deficit, and now let the Lions get a mini run on them. Can't blame him for being upset about that. And we're going to see the 8-footer, Mr. KO himself, first time showing in this game. He's a good rim protector as a freshman. He's got keen instincts.
We'll see how his height matches up against the strength.
And he gets a quick foul. Whitfield, a little too savvy.
Yeah, but you could tell Whitfield was concerned about the shot blocking there. He knew he couldn't just go up without thinking and being aware. That's what KO will bring.
That's in and out. Got to hit the free throws down the stretch here if you want to give yourself a chance. That's short, but Ellis gets it. Alexander, now that was in rhythm. You can see he really knows how to shoot the ball. Great rotation, finishes high. And for a shooter, sometimes it just takes that one.
Even coming down right now, you can see he feels a little more confident.
And there's another three. It's starting to sprinkle. 6 quick points. And if Whitfield would have hit his free throws, they would be up by 1. And as you can see, that's why the 3-point matters. Oh, Cam Hill just overpowering everyone. 2 offensive rebounds, 2 putbacks, and then finally he draws the foul.
That was just some great individual effort and desire right there. He did not want to be denied.
Third foul.
No good. Gets one more. And he converts the second of the 2 free throws. And they don't, the referees say you can't make that substitution. I'm not sure why. That was a made free throw.
Second foul number 4, Cameron McGee.
There's probably going to be a lot of free throws here down the stretch now. Both teams in the bonus. Might come down to who hits their free throws the best.
And here we go. The original substitution is now made. A lot of confusion there. Ellis in for Whitfield. Hodge hits his first free throw. And Hodge hits his second free throw, which knots this game up. The final 5 minutes is going to be a doozy. Good hands by Edwards. Going down to Boaz. Boaz trying to use his body. Baby hook rolls off the rim. Good defense by Ulker. Here we go, Alexander trying to make it work. And that's why he's a smooth operator, can score. He's starting to turn it up a little bit. He's at 11 tonight. Cameron Hill out to McMullen. McMullen trying to make it happen, does. Uses his natural left hand from the right side of the glass. Looks pretty. Alexander gets it out to Oko. Oko's going to try. It goes long off the back of the rim. Easy rebound for Cam Hill. Good penetrate and dump out to
McGee.
Cameron McGee.
Yeah.
McGee celebrates that three-pointer by playing the guitar, the air guitar. And that's 2 misses by Hodge. McGee calling for it again. He says, I got it. I got this. I'm feeling it.
Timeout SAGU, full timeout.
And that was a timeout taken by the Lions. Both teams now only have 2 timeouts left for the rest of the game.
So you look at the score, 61 for OPSU, and they only had, I believe it was like 26 first half. So they have already significantly outpaced what they scored in the first half. So you knew they probably weren't going to be at that shooting level for the whole game. They were going to find a way, to start scoring some. And now all of a sudden you see they knock down those 2 threes, which makes a huge difference. Alexander getting the feel a little bit and even inside. So scorers usually will find a way to score even if they're not shooting well. They may find some other avenue of getting the ball in the basket than long-range shooting. So if people were wanting some exciting games for tonight, they're sure getting them here. No turning things off at halftime and know that it's all done.
Nick Mason running things from the top. Cuts down the middle. McMullen elects not to feed it. Kashila to McMullen. Mason with a crisp press down the middle to Davis, but Olker knocks it out.
That should be a foul.
And that could be a 3-point play.
Yeah. I think it should be on the shot. He should be shooting 3. Yeah. In fact, the defensive player came into him and didn't give him an opportunity to land.
And that's 4 fouls for the #1 scorer in the nation, B. Alexander. McGee hits his first. He's still playing the air guitar.
Well, I hope he has a complete concert before the night is over then.
I think he's working on it there. He's saying it's coming. Sell the tickets. And he hit all 3. What a big swing for the Lions. 6-point swing since they, actually a 7-point swing since they went down 1. Alexander is going to get the foul on the ground. The good news is it stops the clock. They're in the bonus, so he gets a 1-and-1. Now both teams have 8 fouls apiece. Just 2 more. Alexander misses big. The front end of a 1-and-1.
It's time to set again.
More guitar, please. Edwards trying to find Alexander. Alexander off from 3.
Yeah, he's feeling it now, that's for sure.
Cameron McGee is relaxed and having a good time out there. Edwards trying to keep his team in it. McGee hitting his 4th 3-pointer.
So giving him 15 for the game, the leading scorer for the Lions.
And there you see Waylon Baptist, a winner tonight over the Texas Wesleyan Rams, coming back from being behind most all of the game and getting an 8-point win.
So if you're the Lions now, you're probably thinking about being patient on offense, not going into prevent offense, so to speak, but not shooting too early in the shot clock. But I mean, it's still it's still just a 9-point game. That when you got a 3-point shooting team that you're playing against, that can turn around in a hurry. So you can't get too conservative, but you want to take good shots.
I think you want to at least create 5 touches before you consider a shot. That'll work, a little bit, half of that clock off.
Of course,
there's a foul. I know Coach thinks that he was straight up, but I believe he did come down.
Yeah.
Let's see. Yep. He moved forward with his arms. We have the benefit of slow motion replay. Kashila converts the first. Makes it a 10-point ball game.
So it looks like we're going to get some good insight into how the Lions can handle some pressure, because they're probably going to pressure the ball full court, go for the quick steal, hopefully, and not let the Lions run off clock. That was a good drive to the basket there by Olker. Then get rid of it and not give them a chance to foul them. There you go.
Good drive by McGee. McGee having some great, significant end-of-game minutes.
So when you're trying to run clock at the end, one of the things that's important is that to get rid of the ball before the defenders get on you. If you're trying to get rid of it and not have to shoot free throws yet, pass before that double team comes at you and get it to the open person and able to run some more clock. If you let them foul you too early, then you're kind of playing into their hands a little bit.
McGee gets both of his free throws to go. 11-point ball game. Ellis. Whitfield. Long. Olker. Just dominating the offensive rebounds. And gets his own putback. It's a minute, 2 seconds left. They're going to have to consider some long-range bombs going in at some point. Just not going to be enough possessions to get a 2-point game going here for yourself.
Yeah, their hope is going to be that the Lions will miss free throws. That's you're going to probably start putting them on the line almost immediately and hope that they miss their free throws and you can come down and score quickly.
Alexander being the leading scorer for their team, not only their team, but the conference and the nation, is on the bench due to being
so you've got him out there. Yeah, you don't want him to, and if they can, they might do like an offense-defense substitution for him.
Well, he's out.
Oh, he just fouled out?
He's fouled out.
Oh, I'm sorry. I just missed that then.
Oklahoma City trying to ward off a last-minute attack by USAO. They had the game in hand, and USAO has come back. Poor job fouling. You're going to have to foul. And that's over and back. They create the turnover. But at some time, you're going to have to get that clock to stop.
you're the Lions, that's the one thing that you don't want is a turnover. Good hard screen.
Ellis wide open, long on the 3. And they're going to get Whitfield with the foul, and they say he fouled Davis. So Davis will be shooting the free throw. And it's all tied up in Oklahoma. Davis misses. That's exactly how you want it to go down if you're an Aggies fan. Got to hit your shots, and you need some help too. Davis hits the second one. Good cut, good feed by Olker. That's just 2 though. Still an 8-point game. Good quick foul.
OPHC foul number 13, Jaden Whitfield.
.35 seconds left. Got one of your better free throw shooters on the line. First one's good. Ten-point lead. McMullen putting a little more pressure on the front side. Big 3 by Edwards.
Yeah, that was a big time shot by Edwards. You know, not much time ran off the clock, and you get the 3.
It's going to be Cam Hill to shoot free throws. Good stroke, nothing but net. McMullen with great defense. That's not good. McGee's going to get the foul.
Well, I started to brag on them for good defense, playing good defense, making them, take some time getting the ball up the court, not letting them just roll the ball up and wait before they can touch it. But, of course, you don't want to foul if you're a Lions fan. Or
Olker. And another foul by Mason. That's going to be all she wrote for Mason. And Olker's going to get an opportunity to shoot 2 here. I just don't think there's enough time on the clock.
No.
Just to get enough possessions.
Right.
10 seconds left. Oklahoma City's up by 2 now. Olker misses the first one. Misses the second one. So coming down the stretch, the Aggies have not shot the free throw very well at all.
Yeah, and I think that's a big difference in the game. You look at what the Lions have done the last few trips to the line. They have hit at least 4 or 6 in a row, and the Aggies have missed some of theirs. Because you think if the Lions had not been hitting theirs, it would be a very different situation right now, where you're talking about like a just a 1 or 2 possession game.
Davis very glad he hit that one. Makes it a 10-point ball game. And that should seal it up. Edwards doing his very best to make a game out of this. Should be a jump ball. Referees say no. We're going to let this one clock out. Good win for your Lions tonight, assuring them a spot in the Sooner Athletic Conference tournament. Right now, they will still remain 6th in the conference. And OPSU is going to find it hard to find a open spot even at the bottom of the bottom 8, because the top 8 teams out of the 12 will make it to.
I think when you look at those stats, one thing that stands out to me that I think really made the difference in the game, you look at that free throw percentage, 38%, for OPSU, I think was really the difference, even more so than their three-point shooting. Yeah, they ended up shooting like 28% from 3.
Yep.
Yeah, that's not what they normally shoot, but that's not horrible. But, I'm sure their coach would think 38% from the free throw line is...
that's enough to make you pull your hair out. And you're not going to win any ball games, especially any close ball games, shooting 38% from the free throw line. And maybe that's an irony. You're a team that shoots so well from the three-point line, usually, not tonight, but usually, and yet you shoot so poorly from a closer range. And
with no one guarding you.
Exactly. No pressure. And Kristen Urban's down court side with our player of the game, Josh Kashila. What's Josh got to say, Kristen?
Thanks, Sean. Joshua, OPSU put up quite the fight. How were you able to come out with the win tonight?
Just getting stops and limiting them to one shot, and that's it, really.
This was your 4th win in a row. What's been clicking for the team?
We've been playing together a lot, and just a lot of joy, and that's what's making it. So that's about it.
Thanks, Josh, and congratulations. Back to you, John.
Thanks, Kristen. And Mr. Kashila, player of the game. He did a good job just keeping his composure. Things weren't falling like they normally do for any player on either team. And I think it was one of those weird games that you just kind of had to grind out and fight through all 40 minutes. And there you see the men's updated standings for the Sooner Athletic Conference. SAGU holding 6th place down. And with one more game left, that will put them in good, strong position to be in the tournament at least. But the hopes for hosting the tournament, I don't think are dead, but
would have to have some significant help.
Got to have good help, and so you're doing all the right things. You're winning ball games. They got to win on Saturday, and then Oklahoma City's basically got to lose. And I don't know who would take the split on that. I think Oklahoma City. I have to do a little math there to see how that would play out. But it will be an interesting postseason nonetheless. Probably the men are going to have to go on the road and win their first round to get to the semifinals in Oklahoma City. But looks like the Lady Lions still have a chance to host one of the first round tournaments. And that's how it would look if it ended tonight. That puts SAGU and John Brown. That's a long trip up to Siloam Springs, Arkansas. And that's a tough place to play. John Brown is very, very good. So it would be a tough first-round matchup.
So maybe they can take care of their business Saturday and get a little help.
Yep, and that would be good. Well, it's been a great night here in the Schaefer Center of basketball. Be sure to join us in just a couple of days on Saturday as Wayland Baptist, the top team on both sides, men's and women's, come into Waxahachie and try to seal the deal for their great season. But SAGU is going to have a little something to say about that, and it is going to be 2 fantastic games. You won't want to miss it. If you can't be here, please tune us in on live stream. Watch out on all of our social media portals, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. They'll have a clickable link, and you can join us for the broadcast this Saturday at 2 p.m. The women start off. Well, that about does it for my broadcast partner tonight, Kerry Woodson, and our sideline reporter, Kristen Urban. I'm John Cookman, and you have been watching the SAGU Sports Network.